My friend Jake makes $55,000 a year and has $80,000 saved. My other friend Marcus makes $95,000 a year and has $3,000 in his checking account. Same city, same rent prices, same cost of living. But one of them sleeps like a baby every night and the other one is stressed out of his mind. The difference isn't income, it's 5 simple minimalist money rules that Jake follows without even thinking about it. And once you see it, you'll realize financial stability has nothing to do with how much you make. Let me tell you about Jake's apartment. I went over there last month, and the whole place is maybe 900 square feet. 1 bedroom, small kitchen, barely any furniture. I'm thinking, dude, you could afford way better than this. And he just laughed and said, yeah, but why would I? This place cost me $1,100 a month. I could move to a nicer place for $1,800, but that extra $700 goes straight to my investment account. Over the past 5 years, that decision alone put $42,000 in his pocket. Meanwhile, Marcus lives in this beautiful 1,400 square foot apartment. Modern kitchen, gym in the building, costs him $2,100 a month. Looks amazing on Instagram. But he told me last week he can't afford to go out to dinner because he's broke until payday. Jake's boring apartment is making him rich. Marcus's nice apartment is keeping him broke. So here's minimalist money rule number 1. Your home should be comfortable, not impressive. Comfortable means you like being there. You have what you need. You're not cramped or miserable. Impressive means other people are wowed when they walk in. Big space, nice finishes, fancy building. Here's the problem. Impressive costs money, and you're the one paying for other people to be impressed. Jake's place is comfortable. Couch, bed, desk, TV. Everything he uses. Marcus's place is impressive. Guest bedroom nobody uses. Huge living room for entertaining that he uses maybe twice a year. He's paying an extra $12,000 a year for space he doesn't need. Think about your own place. How much of it do you actually use every day? That guest room just in case someone visits? When was the last time someone stayed over? That formal dining area? Most people are paying for 30% more space than they need. Jake said, I was trying to live in a place that looked like I was successful instead of actually becoming successful. So I moved to the smallest place I'm comfortable in, and now I'm actually building wealth. 5 years later, $80,000 saved. Marcus has been in the nice apartment for 5 years and has nothing. Minimalist money rule number 2. Own half as much stuff and your life gets twice as easy. Marcus wanted to buy a new TV last month. First, he had to deal with his current TV, spent 3 days selling it on Facebook for $80, then researched TVs for a week, went to Best Buy 3 times, set up the new one, which took 2 hours, reorganizing everything. Total time, probably 20 hours. Total cost, $720. And now he's watching the same Netflix shows. Jake still has the TV he bought 6 years ago. Works fine. Never thought about replacing it. 0 hours shopping, 0 money spent. Same Netflix shows. Every single thing you own costs you time, money, and mental energy forever. You have to clean it, store it, organize it, move it, repair it, replace it eventually. Jake owns maybe 30% of the stuff Marcus owns. Marcus has closets full of clothes he never wears, kitchen gadgets used once, sports equipment for hobbies he quit. Jake has exactly what he uses, nothing more. Jake cleans his apartment in 20 minutes. Marcus takes 2 hours. Jake moved last year in 3 hours, fit everything in his car. Marcus needed a U-Haul and all weekend. Jake spends 30 minutes a week thinking about stuff. Marcus is constantly dealing with it. Before you buy anything, ask yourself, is this thing worth the time, money, and mental energy it's going to cost me for as long as I own it? Most of the time, the answer is no. Minimalist money rule number 3. Automate your money so you never have to think about it. Jake set up his finances 5 years ago and hasn't touched them since. Paycheck hits, everything happens automatically. $500 to 401k, $300 to Roth IRA, $400 to index fund, $200 to emergency fund, $1,100 pays rent. What's left is what he can spend. He never debates saving, never forgets to invest. It just happens. Marcus does everything manually. Money sits in checking, pays bills when he remembers, sometimes late with fees. End of month, if there's money left, he thinks about saving. There never is. Last year, Jake invested $14,400 without thinking. Marcus invested $1,200 total. Jake said, "I don't trust myself to make good money decisions every day, so I made one good decision 5 years ago and automated it. Now it doesn't matter if I'm tired or stressed. The money moves before I can screw it up." Decide once what you're saving and investing. Automate it. Money leaves the same day you get paid. You'll adapt to what's left. In 5 years, you'll be shocked at what you built. Minimalist money rule number 4. Spend money on what you actually love. Cut everything else to zero. Marcus spends money on everything. $200 a month on bars he doesn't like because friends go. $150 on a gym he uses twice a month. $80 on streaming services he barely watches. $300 eating out at okay restaurants. That's $730 a month on stuff he doesn't care about. Jake spends money on exactly 2 things he loves: rock climbing and camping. $60 a month rock climbing gym he uses 4 times a week, $800 a year on camping gear and trips. That's it. Everything else, zero. No bars, no regular gym, doesn't eat at restaurants unless special, 1 streaming service. Marcus spends $730 a month being mediocre at everything. Jake spends $140 a month being excellent at what he loves. Figure out the 2 or 3 things you actually love, things that bring real joy, then spend freely on those. Cut everything else to zero. You don't need 20 different mediocre experiences. Fully fund the few things that actually matter. And if you're realizing you're spending money like Marcus instead of Jake, hit that subscribe button. I'm showing you how regular people build real financial stability with simple rules, not complicated strategies, just real-life decisions that work. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Minimalist money rule number 5. Build stability with boring, not exciting. Marcus is always chasing exciting money moves. Last year, $5,000 into crypto, lost $3,000. Day trading stocks, lost $1,500. Flipping furniture, made $400 but spent 60 hours. Now looking at real estate with no down payment saved. Jake has done the same boring thing for 5 years. Money in a total stock market index fund. Every paycheck, same fund, same amount. Never sells, never tries to time it. Doesn't even look at it most months. 5 years of boring, he's up $47,000. Stability comes from boring. Boring job that pays consistently. Boring index fund that grows 8% per year. Boring paid-off car. Boring budget. Boring is stable. Boring builds wealth. Exciting is chaotic. Exciting loses money. Jake said, "Boring is only boring if you're watching it every day. I don't watch my index fund. I don't think about my car. So it's not boring to me, it's just handled." Let me show you what financial stability actually looks like. It's not having $1 million. It's having 6 months of expenses saved. It's no debt payments. It's investing automatically. It's living in a small, cheap apartment, owns almost nothing, makes $55,000, and he's completely stable. If you lost his job tomorrow, he'd be fine for 10 months. Car died, pay cash for replacement. Want to quit and try something new? He could. He's not rich, but he's free, not stressed, sleeps great. Marcus makes $95,000 and has none of this. $3,000 saved. 1 bad month and he's in trouble. $680 in monthly debt payments. Can't invest consistently. Expensive apartment eats half his paycheck. Owns tons of stuff. If Marcus lost his job, he's screwed in 2 weeks. Can't quit, can't take risks, trapped. Makes almost double what Jake makes, and he's broke and stressed. That's the difference between following minimalist money rules and not following them. Look at your own life. Are you living in more space than you need? Spending on stuff you don't care about? Manually managing money instead of automating? Chasing exciting moves instead of boring things that work? Pick one rule, just one. Maybe downsize and invest the difference. Maybe automate savings. Maybe cut spending on stuff you don't love. Maybe sell the car payment and buy something paid off. Maybe commit to boring index funds. One rule, 6 months. Watch what happens. You'll have more money, less stress, more stability. Financial stability isn't complicated. It's not about high income. It's not fancy strategies. It's living small, automating decisions, cutting waste, doing boring things consistently. Jake figured this out at 25. He's now 30 with $80,000 saved and zero stress. Marcus is 32, makes way more, and is one emergency away from broke. The difference is 5 simple minimalist rules. If this showed you financial stability is simple, not complicated, smash that like button. Drop a comment. Are you more like Jake or Marcus? Be honest. Tell me which rule you're starting with. And subscribe right now. I'm breaking down real money strategies for real people, not get-rich-quick schemes, just simple rules that work in real life. I'll see you in the next one.